What's going on, y'all? It's JD PicKell. Today on the Hard Count, I'm going to tell you why the college football playoff should not expand. All that coming up after the cool animation. I'm going to start this video off by saying that I am not an idiot. I understand that college football playoff expansion is probably on the horizon, and the NCAA added some fire to that smoke when they announced in one of their recent meetings. Well, announced is kind of a strong word, but they noted in one of their recent meetings, they discussed 63 different scenarios for playoff expansion. Now, first, I don't even know that there are 63 reasonable scenarios to expand the playoff, but long story short, they talked about it. It's going to happen, and it's all about money, okay? It's about suits, it's about TV ratings, and it's not about the game, and that's why I think this is bad for college football. So I'll start off with saying this. The college football playoff is working, okay? Let's not pretend it's not working. I know that we're getting sick of the same teams winning. We're getting sick of seeing the same teams in the playoff, but to say it's not working is absolutely false because you cannot tell me that Ohio State, Clemson, and Alabama haven't been the most deserving teams the majority of the time. Okay, so that's the way the system has worked itself out. Now, you're going to want to throw at me 2017 UCF, but they went 13-0. They won a national title. They beat Auburn. Grow up, please, because if you look at that schedule that UCF played, they went to battle with a couple American Athletic Conference teams. They beat South Florida by a score. I believe it was SMU by a score. They're not even touching Alabama, okay? They're not touching Clemson that year. Georgia, Oklahoma with Baker Mayfield, okay? They're not even getting close to any of these teams. So don't come at me with that argument. I like the story, but UCF is not going to be your national champion that year, okay? Also, fans are going to try and throw at you, hey, it's too top-heavy. I want to see more parity. I want to see more of these teams mix it up. I want my team to have a chance. You want your team to have a chance? Recruit better. Play better. It's still 11 on 11, okay? We cannot punish these teams that are dominant. The whole sport is based around dominance, y'all. We can't be punishing Alabama because they're too good. We want to try and level the playing field so Coastal Carolina can have a shot at the dance? No. That's bad for college football because then you're forcing Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Oklahoma, these teams that typically make the playoff, you're forcing them to play an extra 2 games to get where they already would eventually be in a 4-game system. That makes no sense to me, okay? We're not punishing the dominant programs for being dominant. It's cyclical, y'all. Nick Saban's not coaching forever. Dabo Swinney's not coaching forever. There's going to be some new teams. Now, how long will that take? I don't know. Could be a while, but if you want to be better, if you want to be in the conversation, then put it up on tape, recruit, and pay your coaches more, okay? The Pac-12 wants to complain about not being in the dance more often. You're paying your coaches the lowest per average of any Power 5 conference. Put some money into it, put some money where your mouth is, and make it happen, okay? And finally, the conversation that this is somehow going to be more exciting for college football, I see that. I see why a 16-team playoff is exciting in December and January, but what makes college football great is the fact that every single game matters so much. That's why every game day has so much excitement around it, because if your team loses one game, their postseason likely looks a little bit different. Okay, so people are calling for an expanded playoff. You're going to turn into March Madness, where you only draw the majority of your spectators in your postseason tournament. Now, that's not going to be everybody because there's a lot of diehard fans in college athletics, but you're asking for a niche number of viewers to come for the postseason, and you drastically drain the importance of the regular season. People don't watch college basketball regular season games because they don't matter that much. The real college basketball games that matter are in March. And I would hate to see that happen at the college football level. You want to see an expanded playoff? Y'all, we have an expanded playoff. It's called the Iron Bowl in November. Okay, that's an expanded playoff. It's called the conference championship games. That's your expanded playoff. It's called Oregon and Ohio State in September. Okay, that's the expanded playoff. You're getting these playoff matchups, okay? You're getting the winner go home kind of games. And if you want to go to the expanded playoff, then think about what you're asking for. Then you're saying Georgia, Florida doesn't even matter. Why are you watching that game? Because Florida was a top 15 team a year ago with 3 losses. Before they even played Oklahoma, they had 3 losses, and they would have been in that college football playoff. Why even watch the regular season? It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter. It doesn't matter then if Syracuse upsets Clemson because Clemson has 2 losses to play with. You can pencil in probably 5 or 6 teams before the season even starts. Some of these teams don't even have 2 reputable teams on their schedule until they get to the postseason play, to the conference tournament, to the bowl game. Be careful what you're asking for here. I understand money and suits and TV ratings runs this whole thing, and there's a money tree that college football is just indebted to, and that's going to have to be the process we go through. But make sure you understand what you're asking for when you say you want a college football playoff expanded. And make sure you look really hard at some of these games you see early on that are basically college football playoff games early in the season. Okay, that's it for me and my soapbox. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel to stay up with everything that's going on here at Sick'em 365. It's a whole lot of fun. The party's going to keep rolling here on the Hard Count. Thanks so much for watching. We will see y'all next time.